Hey everybody, this is GGB getting into the third quarter of action of this football game. Rebel Gold out there to kick this one away, and honestly, the Pac-12 football team offense has me so confused right now. It's just what they're doing is so insane. They started off the game so strongly on defense, and honestly, the defense is the only reason why this is somewhat close. It's going to be returnable by Christian McCaffrey. Gets it to about the 23-yard line. If this wasn't for the defense just being absolutely god tier right now, they've let up about 13 points. I understand that. But Aaron Rodgers has thrown 3 interceptions. I guess only 2. We're not going to count the pick 6 as being the defense's fault. You can't count the interception as doing anything really against the defense. But yeah, 2 horrible circumstances that Aaron Rodgers put them in. They've only let up 13 points, which is absolutely insane to me. Great defense by the Pac-12, but unfortunately better defense by the Big Ten. They're going to draw off the middle to Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey's actually running really well to the 30-yard line, and I would keep running it up the middle if I'm the Pac-12 until they decide to try and stop me up the middle. Christian McCaffrey's actually been finding some running room, and he's actually running well. So, I would keep getting him the ball up the middle because knowing how well Aaron Rodgers has been throwing the ball. Aaron Rodgers is shotgun. He takes the ball, snap, fires it quickly on the slant route, and able to pick up the first down with Brandon Cooks. And there's just not a lot of separation between his receivers and the corners. And I think that's part of the reason why he's thrown 3 interceptions to Devin McCourty. I'd like to point out, though, if Devin McCourty does not win Super Bowl MVP and they win the Super Bowl, that's going to be... It's going to be some splaining to do by the programming. He takes the snap, handoff to Christian McCaffrey up the middle. Unfortunately, only tackled for about a 3-yard gain, but does pick up at 3 yards and get to the 4-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up. And honestly, it is possible to come back down by this much, right? 21-0 was the score Pac-12 had in the first quarter. The SEC comes back to tie at 21-21 heading into halftime. So you can come back to this by amount. I mean, SEC did it. They didn't win, but they did it. Under center here is Aaron Rodgers. Take the snap. Eventually going to be pressured. He throws on the run, able to find Rob Gronkowski, get it to the 41-yard line. Big play for Gronk. Gronk's back, so at least that's something to celebrate if you're the Pac-12. And if you're the Pac-12, honestly, you have to get a touchdown on this possession. Your defense has been playing so well. Yeah. Great throw by Aaron Rodgers, by the way. On the run. Great pass to Rob Gronkowski to have that vision to throw it to him. 1st and 10, though, from the 41-yard line. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Christian McCaffrey lined up beside him. 2 tight end set. Once again, he takes a snap. Handoff to Christian McCaffrey up the middle. He has some running room, and he's able to fight his way for about a 4-yard gain to the 37-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Cam Hayward there with the tackle. And this drive is actually going pretty well for the Pac-12, knock on wood. They don't have the most time in the world, though. They still have to come back by 17 in 2 quarters. But still, shotgun for Aaron Rodgers to take the snap. Quick pass. Got it to Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks sprints all the way down to the 5-yard line. 6-yard line, they mark him. Great pass there by Aaron Rodgers, getting to Brandon Cooks to make a play in the open field. And just like that, the Pac-12 having their best drive of the game. Hopefully they won't throw it straight to Devin McCourty for his 4th interception of the ball game. But a chance to cut it to 10 points here if you're the Pac-12. You're Aaron Rodgers. I mean, great pass to Brandon Cooks, by the way. Great pass. Gets it to Brandon Cooks in the open field, able to run all the way down there. But 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. If you don't punch us in here by the Pac-12, then you really don't deserve to even come close in this football game. 3 tight end set, 4 tight end set, I think. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. Go handoff out the middle. Christian McCaffrey fumbles this ball. That's going to be recovered by, I believe, the Pac-12. Luckily enough, David Bakhtiari gets on top of it for the Pac-12. And it still turns out to be a gain of 3, but really, Not the way you want to get 3 yards if you're the Pac-12. That was really kind of scary. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. Christian McCaffrey. Great play made on the football by the Big Ten Bengals. Unfortunately for them, David Bakhtiari, big hit by J.J. Watt, forces the fumble, I believe. David Bakhtiari, with his heads-up play, gets in there and recovers the ball. And I don't want to hear any complaining with the Big Ten Bengals fans about recovering a fumble. The offensive lineman recovering a fumble, considering what happened in the ACC game. Under center here, once again, 4 tight ends. Pitch to the outside is Christian McCaffrey. Ronald Jones, actually. And he's going to go nowhere on that rush. Going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. So, yeah, chance to, Pac-12 has a chance to punch it in the end zone from the 6-yard line, and they've gone 2 yards in 2 plays. 3rd and goal, X Factor activated for one of the players on the Bengals team. Under center is Aaron Rodgers. Is going to go pass here, obviously. He has time. He scrambles out of the pocket. He actually has some running room if he wants to. He flips it. That's going to be incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Ronald Jones, I believe, and it's going to bring a 4th and goal. And kick this field goal with Nick Folk and force a 14-point ball game. And that's got to hurt if you're a Pac-12 football fan. You drove all the way down the football field. You've actually had a good drive just to settle for a field goal this far from the goal line. Kick is up, and it is good by Nick Folk. It is a 2-possession ball game, but not the way you wanted to make a 2-possession ball game. You wanted to make it a 10-point game instead of a 14. But hopefully your defense has something special here to pull out of its hat. Weirdly enough, Chase Young's the 3rd best pass rusher now, a defensive end, for this football team. So that's kind of cool if you're Chase Young. It used to be Nick Bosa. You used to be the 4th best. Now you're the 3rd best, thanks to the addition of the hurt Nick Bosa, causing to the addition of Unique Ngakoue. But out there to kick this ball away is Johnny Hecker. And if you're the Pac-12, you really need your defense to get a stop here. Of all the times to get a stop, you're the defense. You're returned by Stephon Diggs, going to bring it up the middle, only get it to about the 21-yard line, 22-yard line to mark him. And onto the football field comes again Tom Brady. Tom Brady's actually had a solid enough day. He has a touchdown pass. He also has an interception. He's been sacked so many times. Defense has been absolutely been his nightmare here early on. Cam Jordan out the outside. Eric Armstead on the other side. DeForest Buckner out the middle have been absolutely terrorizing Tom Brady today. Not to mention the forced fumble. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, though. And if you're the Pac-12, you desperately need to stop. Your offense has actually shown signs. You have to continue that. Shotgun for Tom Brady. Takes a snap. 4-man rush for the Pac-12. Fires underneath. It's going to be caught by, I believe, Stephon Diggs. Maybe it's Terry McLaurin. It could be Terry. I think it is Terry now that I think about it. Going to bring up a 1st and 10. Already gets the 1st down on the play. And yeah, not a lot of running room for the Big Ten Bengals, but a lot of passing ability. Under center here is Tom Brady. They're going to hand off up the middle to Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor has a big hole. He's going to get all the way to the 48-yard line, 49-yard line of the Pac-12, and he gets in the zone. Not something that you just did not need on top of everything else if you're the Pac-12. Is Jonathan Taylor in the zone. And here comes the Big Ten. Honestly, the Big Ten has a chance to kind of take away all the hopes and dreams of the Pac-12, all the things that they worked hard for to get 3 more points. They could come and just easily get 3 more points and take a 17-point lead again. Under center here, once again, is Tom Brady. Jonathan Taylor lined up directly behind him. Takes the snap. He's going to go pass here. 4-man rush. He has some time. Eventually going to get pressure, but he's able to find wide open over the middle is Stephon Diggs to the 29-yard line. And already over 100 yards for Stephon Diggs, despite missing a good amount of the game here. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. 9.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter action. Already in field goal range is the Big Ten. If you're the Pac-12, just hoping maybe you can force another long kick that results in a missed kick, or maybe you can get a turnover here. That's what you're hoping for if you're the Pac-12. Under center here is Tom Brady, 2 tight ends set. Jonathan Taylor lined up circle behind him. They're going to bring Michael Thomas in motion. He's going to go pass here, actually, though. He has some time. He fires underneath to Michael Thomas, and he's going to get quickly tackled by Eric Kendricks and others. Still a 4-yard gain on the play, though. 2nd and 6. The 24-yard line. Michael Thomas gets his 2nd catch of the ball game. Not been highly utilized in this game, but every catch matters for anyone at this point at this stage. 2nd and 6. 2 tight end set. Shotgun. Jonathan Taylor up by the side of him. He's going to go pass here. Fires over the middle. It's going to be caught by T.J. Hawkinson. First catch of the ball game for him as well, but it's a big one to pick up a first down. T.J. Hawkinson has not been utilized a lot in these playoffs, but when he has been utilized, he's been utilized in key moments for this football team. And this is a key moment. Chance to keep the drive alive. Shotgun for Tom Brady. Zeke beside him. 4-man rush. Screen pass to Zeke. He's going to get it off to Ezekiel Elliott, and he's going to get tackled for about a gain of 1 yard on the play. Not a lot of running room for Ezekiel Elliott there. 2nd catch of the ball game for Zeke, though. Big tackle there made by Awuzie. And if you're the Pac-12, you got to figure out something here. Maybe force a turnover. But you got to get something going. Under center here once again is Tom Brady. Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. Going to go pass here, though. He has time. Eventually pressured up the middle, but he has forced down to the ground. Going to get it out to T.J. Hawkinson. He's going to get tackled to the 8-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and 5. T.J. Hawkinson actually coming up, getting some big moments, big playing time in these final few minutes of the 3rd quarter. Shotgun here for Tom Brady. Everyone's spread out. Zeke beside him, and he's going to 4-man rush. He has some time. Eventually pressured up the middle, and it's going to be a big sack by DeForest Buckner all the way down to the 21-yard line. Still only a 36-yard field goal for Robbie Gould. Probably will likely not miss it. I understand earlier that I said it's not a long field goal for Robbie Gould, and he did miss it. But this is something different. But DeForest Buckner gets a pretty big sack on Tom Brady. He gets us in his X Factor mode at least. That could be pretty huge on the defensive side of the ball. Robbie Gould out there to kick this ball and make it a 3-possession ball game. Chance a 36-yard field goal. Robbie Gould's kick is up, and it is good. Straight through the upright, 17-point ball game. And the Big Ten regains their lead of 17. 6.5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter of action. Down by 3 possessions if you're the Pac-12. Your offense has finally shown some semblance of life, but it would have been great if you could have punched it in earlier. You really need your offense to step it up here. Your defense has actually been looking a little bit worn down. Obviously, they've only given up 1 touchdown, so that's pretty good defensively, but we didn't give up yet another touchdown. DeForest Buckner got a huge sack there. This is going to be returnal, I believe, by Christian McCaffrey. He grabs it at the 2-yard line, brings it up the middle, going to get it about the 24-yard line before being tackled. And with 6.5 minutes left of the 3rd quarter, down by 17 points, you got to cut it to at least 10 in the 4th quarter. Obviously, ideal that you need to enter the 4th quarter only down by 2 possessions. Being down by 3 possessions in the 4th quarter is pretty much a death sentence. You're not going to come back from that. But 6.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd. You have plenty of time to go down this football field and score some points. No need to be in too much of a hurry, but don't lollygag. Shotgun here for Aaron Rodgers. Ronald Jones beside him. Takes the snap. He has some time. Plenty of time, Aaron Rodgers does. Literally hours in the pocket. Eventually wants to scramble, and he's going to only get about 2 yards out of that. Probably should have just stayed in the pocket somewhere, honestly. Really no one anywhere, I guess, open because 3-man rush literally took hours to get there. Never really got there. Brings up a 2nd and 8 from the 26-yard line. Looks like probably a 4-man rush for the Big Ten here. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Ronald Jones, for some reason, Christian McCaffrey is yet to be on the field again. Fires it quickly. It's going to be caught by Robert Woods. It's either going to be a first down or very, very close. It is going to be very, very close. This is where you probably go handoff here. Whether that's Christian McCaffrey or Ronald Jones for some reason is seeing all this playing time. You need to punch it up this middle. You need to pick up the first down. Ronald Jones in the backfield. Under center is Aaron Rodgers, and you just got to hope that Ronald Jones can carry you here. They're going to bring Gronk to come and block in the middle. They're going to go handoff up the middle. Ronald Jones able to pick up the first down. 4-yard rush for Ronald Jones. That was a big one. But we've yet to see Christian McCaffrey after the goal line. And that makes me a little bit worried for Christian McCaffrey that he might have gotten hurt on that play. And that's the only reason I can think of for Ronald Jones to be in. And yeah, good run for Ronald Jones, but obviously you would like Christian McCaffrey here down the stretch if you really want to try and win this thing. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, though. Drive is still alive for the Pac-12. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers once again. One tight end set. He takes the snap, acquires quickly. That's going to be incomplete. Intercepted by Devin McCourty for his 4th interception of the day. And I'd like to see that one again. It is fired. It hits the guy. What an insane interception by Devin McCourty. Just absolutely insanity. But here we go. Back out on the football field comes the offense for the Big Ten. Oh, sorry. I'm allergic to something here. 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. This has a chance to be one of the shorter episodes. I sure hope so. Because still got an extra quarter record. But if DeForest Buckner has a superstar X factor, maybe that'll do something here. Shotgun for Tom Brady. He's going to go pass here. He has time. He fires it. That's going to be caught by, I believe, that one's Terry McLaurin all the way down to the 13-yard line. Is Terry. That was a big catch by Terry McLaurin there. Scary Terry gets a big, big reception. And Aaron Rodgers has got to be thinking, damn, Devin McCourty haunts my nightmares. Great pass there by Tom Brady. Getting it to Terry McLaurin. 1st and 10 coming up from the 13-yard line. And best thing you could really hope for is another forced field goal here if you're the Pac-12. Under center, once again, 2 tight end set is Tom Brady. They're going to bring Michael Thomas in motion. They're going to hand off to Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas actually has some running room. He's going to get it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Good run there by Michael Thomas, actually. One of the first good plays Michael Thomas has had today. Brings up his 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. If you're the Pac-12, really got to go all out against the run here. Goal line defense. First and goal from the 1-yard line. Under center here is trips to the top of the set, bottom of the set is Tom Brady. They're going to go pass here, actually. 5-man rush, they bring a blitz. He fires it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Great touchdown catch by Stephon Diggs. That's going to, that likely puts it out of range. Up by 24 points. Still technically a 3-possession game, so not out of it quite yet is the Big Ten the Pac-12 football team, but that was a major blow. Considering you have 2 men in coverage against Stephon Diggs and still not able to cover the out is kind of embarrassing if you're a Pac-12 football teamer. But you can't really blame the defense if they do lose this football game. It is very much on the offense. Down by 24 points. Technically a 3-possession ball game, I'd like to point out still. So, if you can just play some great offense, you could put yourself in a position to maybe come back in this game. But if you're Aaron Rodgers, you got to play some good offense. You can't just play this lackluster offense that you've been playing recently. You can't just throw an interception to Devin McCourty, although that would definitely help Devin McCourty's case to be Super Bowl MVP, which I'm pretty positive he's already going to be. I just don't see any other player that could possibly match Devin McCourty's play thus far. I mean, Devin McCourty has been borderline unstoppable. And the kick is off by Robbie Gould. It's going to be a return by Christian Ronald. Actually, I don't know who's returning. I feel like Christian McCaffrey's hurt. That's why he's not returning to the 26-yard line. 24 yards per return. I don't know who you are. 1st and 10. Coming back on the football field is Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, had a bad day. He had a very bad day. Because you had a bad day. 1st and 10, though. Aaron Rodgers needs, if he wants to have any chance in this game, you need a touchdown, you need a 2-point conversion, and you need him pretty quickly. Devin McCourty, I would be throwing away from him if I was Aaron Rodgers. No way I'd be throwing anywhere near him. Fires quickly as inaccurate, trying to get it to Rob Gronkowski. Just not good play right now by Aaron Rodgers, honestly. Throwing inaccurate passes. It's just all his passes that have been intercepted by Devin McCourty, they've been inaccurate. It's not like Devin McCourty's jumping routes. It's that Aaron Rodgers hasn't been thrown well. Blitz, he fires into the blitz and is able to get it to Robert Woods to pick up the 1st down. And Tom Brady should be excited. He is looking like he is going to win his 2nd ever Conference of Champions championship. And the Big Ten is going to be the first conference to ever do that. Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. They bring a 4-man rush. He fires on the run. That's going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Brandon Cooks. Damn it. I'm allergic to something in my house for some reason. I don't know what it is. But 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from the end of this 3rd quarter and to the final quarter of the Conference of Champions until next year. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. He takes the snap. 4-man rush. He fires it underneath to Rob Gronkowski. Picks up about 4 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6. And the weird part about this is I honestly believe that the AI will punt this ball. They will. Despite being down by 24 points, they will punt this ball. Despite being at midfield, they will punt this ball, even if they get pretty close. Shotgun for Aaron Rodgers. Ronald Jones beside him. He takes the snap. It's a screen to Ronald Jones, and he's going to get sacked here. Sacked by J.J. Watt coming up the middle. And it's going to be 4th and 14, and I bet money they punt this ball away. It's a 3-possession game. You know, a tough 3-possession game. Like, you know, it's really a 4-possession game, but just barely a 3-possession game. You would have to, like, do everything right for it to be a 3-possession game. They're going to punt this ball away. I can almost guarantee it. Yeah, they are. Johnny Hecker out there to punt this one away. And honestly, I think the only way they do get a touchdown is like off a pick 6. That is the only way I can conceivably see them getting a touchdown. Johnny Hecker's been great this game. He's been the small bright side. Actually, that's not true. I would 100% give credit to this Pac-12 defense. Has actually played really well. I would say that they've played a phenomenal game so far. The defense has. But there's only so much you can do when your offense is literally never on the football field. Every single drive is like a 3 and out. It's so hard to play as a defense. You got to be exhausted. Jonathan Taylor has his X Factor activated. Shotgun for Tom Brady. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Fires it to the edge. It's going to be caught by Michael Thomas. Going to get about 6 yards of the play. He's on a 2nd and 4. Just wide open is Michael Thomas. I mean, obviously, Michael Thomas is kind of the god of small routes, but 2nd and 4 coming up. Minute 41 remaining in the 3rd quarter before we enter the final quarter. Empty set here for Tom Brady. They bring a 3-man rush. He fires quickly. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to get George Kittle. And honestly, if that was a little bit more thrown, like a little bit more overthrown, could have been an interception. That could have been pretty huge for the Pac-12. I mean, I don't think it's really a possibility that they win this game. But if they have any chance, that would have been significant. Shotgun here for Tom Brady. Trips to the top of the set. They're going to go pass here. He fires it. It's going to be caught over the middle. Gets it all the way to the 46-yard line. Is Stephon Diggs, I believe. Actually, no. Is that Terry McLaurin? Damn it. I forget their numbers. It's Terry McLaurin. And I was honestly surprised they've waited this long in their playoff run to involve Terry McLaurin, like at all. Tackle already at midfield is the Big Ten. 1st and 10 coming up. Almost the end of this third quarter, entering the fourth quarter of action. Under center is Tom Brady. Jonathan Taylor lined up directly behind him. 3 tight end set. He's going to go handoff to Jonathan Taylor. He has some running room to the outside. And he's going to steamroll Eric Kendricks to get a first down and a little bit more to the 42-yard line. And just like that, they're in Pac-12 territory. And you have the Big Ten's feeling it on the sidelines. They have a feeling. They feel that they are very close. They're very close to becoming the second conference to ever win 2 titles. This will be their first documented one. The first one was just me witnessing it to determine who the best conference is. Shotgun for Tom Brady. 26 seconds left in the game. Takes the snap, handoff to Jonathan Taylor. He's going to be able to run through that tackle. Somehow gets 3 yards out of a tackle. Play that looked like he was going to get negative 3 yards. That's going to be likely the end of this third quarter of action. Sorry. Hey everybody, this is GGB saying adios amigos and good luck to the Big Ten and the Pac-12 moving forward.